Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. My name is Nicole. I'm the founder here of Epifania Magazine. So today's video is going to be a sweet little reading vlog. I am reading the book Queen Charlotte in honor of the Netflix hit show Queen Charlotte, which I adored and loved. So yeah, this is just me reading and I'll give you guys little updates along the way. Alright, so I'm making headway in Queen Charlotte. Of course, it's just like the show, but it gives a little bit more depth because it is a book about like the characters' feelings and everything like that. And it's just like, we're still at the beginning where George just hasn't told Charlotte his mental ailments. And Brimsley is new at his job and you're starting to see like his feelings and so it's just so good. It just makes me like, it's a warm hug because it's all the melodrama that you want. So we're making some movement on it. So come back tomorrow to see where we are at. And that's it. Alright, I am continuing on with the Queen Charlotte book. We are now at the place, like in the show, the beginning of the show, where George is now experimenting with new medicine, if you will, new treatments, which are just fucking horrific, but we're there. And we're when Agatha meets Lady Danbury, meets the Queen for the first time, like they're having tea. So moving along slowly. It is a busy week, so I'm trying to read as many chapters throughout the day and in the evening so that I can move this along. Alright. See you guys tomorrow. Okay, so I was filming my days reading Queen Charlotte and then I went away. You guys probably didn't notice, but I went away for like 2 weeks. It's not like I didn't read the book. I did in those 2 weeks. It's just I had some family events come up. I couldn't really film, but I was reading the book. And I finished it like a week and a half ago. So, finished Queen Charlotte. This book just gives you all the vibes that the show does. It makes you feel, it makes you love romance, and it was such a great collaboration because previously, you know, all the books were written first, then the show, and now this is a show and a book's written by it. And usually I don't really like that because I'm like, well, what is the book gonna give me that the show isn't, right? And the book really just it mimics the feelings and the vibes like I mentioned for the show, but it does add a little bit more. It adds just a little bit more to the romance and to their backstory, and it is just so sweet. Like, it's just a sweet book. Okay, so it does pull on your heartstrings because we all know the story, like Queen Charlotte and King George, and just their unfortunately George's like mental health, and I feel for that guy. I feel for anyone that had mental health issues before like 1980 because it wasn't really recognized, or you know, there wasn't a lot of good medicine or science behind it. So I feel for that guy. The only thing I noticed that I was like, did I miss a chapter? Did I just read it when I was too tired? Is I didn't read the sexual encounter or the affair between Lady Danbury and I guess Viscount Bridgerton. So like Violet's dad. I was like, where is that? So maybe they didn't put it in the book, they just left it in the show. So I thought that was pretty cool. The book did a better job at making Lady Danbury look like a more caring mother. I think in the show, you sort of feel like she's a little distant. But in the book, they give her a little bit more substance to that of why maybe she's a little distant. You know, it's not like she enjoyed having sex with her husband. It's not like she really enjoyed giving birth. And probably those kids were like a living reminder that her whole life was taken away from her. So you feel a little bit more sympathetic towards her in the book in that regard. It's not like I hated Lady Danbury in the show. I mean, I just loved it. I just really loved it. There's nothing else I can say. I don't know if Queen Charlotte's gonna have a season 2 or the books are having a season 2. I sort of don't want them to. I want it to live in this beautiful fairy tale world because they have more seasons. You're just going to see like George's demise a little bit more, and yeah, I don't want to see that. So this book, again, watch the show, read this book, have some tea, and just give yourself a moment of romance, of just happiness and pleasure in this very chaotic world. This is a great escape because sometimes you just need that. So I gave Queen Charlotte, the book, I gave it, I'm going to give it 5 stars. I was going to give it 4. It's not like it's going to be one of the greatest pieces of literature ever written, but for what it is really good. And they did a great job. Oh, another thing is the book doesn't really have as many flash forwards or flashbacks as the show does. It really just talks about Queen Charlotte when she meets George. The first chapter does talk about, like in the show in the beginning of like her niece passing away or something, and then it shows at the end when she does tell George like our line is going to continue, but it doesn't go this back and forth as much, which I appreciated. I like that it stayed consistent within the same time period. I just felt like that back and forth would take away from the book, so I agree with that choice. Read it, you'll love it, and I'll see you guys around. Bye.